If you like, leave it. I will take it.
I'll probably take it.
I say with my French chest, I'll take it.
I feel like
I'll also take it.
that doctor makes money for every imperfection they make you believe you have.
Hard.
It's a colonial
colonial
mindset.
mindset.
You're taking from other people and adding to yourself, or you're looking at something and you want it, and then taking it for yourself.
Where do you find a billionaire that's not so traditional, that is just saying that has the whole list? Because you may be ugly. Yes, fairs.
Jermaine loves
It's
it.
not crazy to say. But it's not crazy to say.
We good?
And we're back.
In 3, 2.
I don't know.
I know, you see.
I'm not nervous because just take it easy on me. It's like the beginning.
It's okay. Like so far, like everyone's brought
Good topic.
Oh, is that you're nervous about? Go.
like, come on, I actually
I'm tired.
Oh.
No, I'm not nervous. I'm actually not nervous. I was thinking about it last night. Though I was like, I started to itch a bit, but I just I went to sleep.
It's okay. I
Guys,
talked about streams,
let's just talk in it. Like, why is everyone just the way I can see everyone's eyes from
because that's just what we usually
intro the episode. Like,
Yeah.
do you want to intro the episode? Or yes, you don't have to intro the episode, but
It's true.
You can also delegate as
I don't
well.
have to intro it.
I immediately I knew.
Okay. What do you normally say? I don't actually normally intro.
So
That's what I
the
literally said
podcast,
last
and then what the
week.
Grey Area podcast is.
Because I was just like, I don't.
That's a bit of a hefty task. Can you give me something else to do, please?
Sorry, when you were delegating, you didn't give anyone else to
Damn, my man. Can you start?
Hey, you guys are all wearing black, you know.
Oh, yeah.
No, because just FRC, yeah.
No, but then you guys are giving bright colours.
Neutrals, like khakis and neutrals.
Colours, yeah.
You made it work, Sha.
We do. Okay. Welcome to the grey area. The grey area is
No.
hot takes.
Cuss?
I don't understand. What do you want to
guys,
say?
energy.
Mom, can
Like,
you do this for me and I'll do your one next, please?
wait,
No,
Atty,
but I
Atty,
can
what are you gonna wait, Atty, what are you gonna
Please.
wait, Atty, what will you give me?
Maybe I wouldn't even give you anything.
That's
Okay,
the thing.
I can't take that risk,
Please,
I'm sorry.
Mama, please. I mean, actually, please.
It's because you're the youngest. I actually allow you because this
Thank
one's as well.
you.
No, she has to do it. I don't
Why?
want her to do it.
It's actually
You
the episode. I
to
can't
do
do
it.
that.
But I actually don't know what to say.
Hey ho.
Okay, fine. Hi, guys. Welcome to the Grey Area podcast.
Maybe at this point.
Who's editing? Should I put crickets in it?
Maybe you should just say.
Okay.
Oh, I'm edited. Yeah, so add the crickets.
Add the crickets when you anyway, hi guys, welcome to the Grey Area podcast. This is episode 4 now. Like I said last week, we're blasting through these. We are consistency.
back.
Yeah, episode 4, man.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you for coming back. If you're new, thank you for joining. Subscribe, like, comment, join the family. Follow us on socials. TJ Pod on everything.
Her blowing kisses. Cut to that.
But yeah, Atty is bringing the topics for the episode for today. The Grey Area podcast. Let's even start about what the Grey Area podcast is before we get into this. The Grey Area podcast is a space where we just talk about the grey area of life. Anything we're going through. It could be friends, family, relationships, work, etc., etc., etc. We just talk about how life is. It's not black. It's not white. You know, we talk about the ups and the downs. It's like we like to say. And yeah, you guys can just listen and join us and let us know what you think and what your thoughts are, your opinions are. It's a safe space. The Grey Area is a safe space.
It didn't feel like it a couple minutes ago, but
I'm joking.
Hey, when you were delegating out, I was like, da.
First episode, she didn't want to.
I'm joking. Mine was
Anyway, but yeah, so yeah, thanks for listening, thanks for watching, etc., etc. We do intros first.
Hey guys, it's your girl Shay.
It's Atty.
It's your favorite fly babe, Mayowa.
It's Jermaine.
and last but not least is up here.
Yeah.
How's everybody? How was everybody's week? Oh, I'm back. I mean, duh. If you know what I went through.
What did you
Do you want to give the details?
Yeah, give them.
No,
that's a bit.
I can't even give.
It's much.
I can't even.
She's a
The
lady.
details, they're too incriminating. I can't give details.
She's human, Sha.
But
Humans go through
because-
things.
I'm just a human. That's as good as I can give. But my God,
Sorry.
I don't
Miller.
know because of gluttony. Do you know it was my fault because I actually started because basically. One of the things I felt that things were going wrong. Oh, so I'm off work for for Easter, and I didn't work on Friday, I'm thinking, okay, this week, every week is the same thing. I'm going to get my life together. I'm going to get my life in order. I've planned out this. It's going to da-da-da-da-da. Thursday, yeah, I was meant to go on Thursday. I didn't go to that either. Friday comes, the morning, I'm feeling like my stomach is starting to swirl. I'm thinking, interesting, but no problem. Like 11 o'clock, as it comes, 11 comes, that was the end. Man down for like 3 days. That was the end. There was no more movement. After that, it was just me, the bed, in the bathroom. Nothing more, nothing less. What did I even eat? I don't think I ate anything. I started getting like cold shivers, I sweated.
Oh my gosh, what is food poisoning?
I think it was food poisoning. And yeah, that was the end of the story.
That was great storytelling. You kept it demure, but
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
very, very classy.
I can't explain it. Nothing more, but
you get the gist.
I think it's because I cooked like some pork belly thing. But I cooked it for like 15 minutes. I cooked it for a long period of time. Well, what I thought was a long period of time. But maybe it wasn't. I didn't know, and I ate all of it, to be honest. So.
Sorry.
Thank you. Agreed, it was a bit much, but yeah, we're here. Because I even forgot it was my episode, to be honest. Because for a minute, I was feeling a bit weak in the middle of the week. I was thinking, I'm actually getting there on Saturday. Am I going anywhere again? And then I remembered, oh yeah, it's my episode. That's crazy.
Yes. So what's your topic?
But like, guys.
I don't know how you tell a story like that.
This one here. Are you awake? Are you with us?
I'm awake, man. My week was calm.
Oh dear.
It was a higgy haggle week, but we give God. We give glory to God, man.
Bro, because child.
Well, what happened? This week has been an eventful week. I told Maya earlier.
Oh yeah.
I hit a car this week. So.
No, but do you know, it's like as soon as she said it, I was like, oh, that's your first accident. Like,
okay,
it happened.
But like, Sha,
what happened?
It happens.
Basically, everything was going well. My sister's like, can you please pick me up from the train station? So I was just like, okay, I'm meant to be going to bed by 10, but do you know what? I'll push it for you. Then she does at the 10.
What train station is this?
Northfleet.
That's the way you're pushing. This girl actually follow me. How far is your house from the train station?
Yeah, but I'm meant to be in bed sleeping at 10.
Just like
She then says pick me up at 10:30.
Okay, yeah.
So it's just like, okay, whatever, cool. So then, cool. On my way there, I was like, getting ready for the next. Like this week, it was Sunday. Like I'm gonna be productive. I'm not gonna do anything. No, I lied. I'm meant to be in bed by 10. She told me to pick her up at 9:30, and
then it changed to.
I don't remember the timings. All I know is that
you're meant to be sleeping.
It was meant to be this. You just ruined my whole plan. So then now I'm like, okay, because of the way my road is, like, it's hard to turn in the direction you want to go.
Yeah, because I was up that road today and I almost fought a man because he didn't want to back up. Yeah, we almost.
They're literally so annoyed.
Very, very jarring.
They do to me all the time. Anyways, so I was like, let me just take the long way round, so then the car can be in the direction for when I need to. My mom used to drop me off at the train station for work. So I was listening to music, whatever. By the time I got there was no parking space left. Oh yeah, in my area, after a certain time, it's a battle of who's gonna get there first. So whatever. I was like, oh, for flip's sakes, man, what am I gonna do? So then I had to turn again, and then we're driving forward, and then I was like, oh, I saw a parking space behind. So I was reversing. Bear in mind, I'm like halfway down the road, and my house is there. So I had to reverse all the way down, and I'm reversing, and then I think the car in front of me thought that I was reversing because like I'm letting him come. So then he now comes and he's pressing on my ass. So then I basically park in front of like the dent place out of pressure. So then I'm like, okay, do you know what? Let me turn around. So then now there's two cars and they're both like starting to get agitated at me, and I'm just there like, just give me like, you know when the pressure's just hot and it's like, because Kiki's in the background like, shut up. And then I'm trying to go. So then all of a sudden I just hear, this is the car. I just hear, and this is where I'm driving, sorry. There's a car next to me in a stationary position. All I had is and I'm just like,
was somebody in the
alright, like, no.
You said it's stationary,
it
no
was
one's
parked.
So somebody could be inside, but
and then I was just like, alright, like, no, what was that? She like steps out the window and she's like, no, you're cool, like, it's fine, don't worry, it's cool.
So you thought.
Then I'm going again and I hear and I'm just like, Oh my days, no.
So you were driving in further into the car.
No, but she thought she was good, didn't
I
it?
thought it was good, so I'm just like, it's calm.
Oh wait, so I'm sorry.
So I tell her to come out the window. So then she climbs backwards and then like gets out and she just. So and I'm just like,
it's not funny.
No. Bear in mind, the two cars are still there, like
watch, they can see.
They're still rushing me, and then all of a sudden Kiki starts crying. So then she starts crying, and so I come out and I'm just like, oh my days.
Wait, so you hit a parked car?
I hit a parked car.
Okay.
The damage was done to my car.
Why am I like that?
I had to
Because the clarification came in shades.
No, I hit a parked car.
Okay, and then two people wait for you to move.
Yes.
I'm gonna
And then
Yes.
Anyways, so then basically our car has a massive dent in the side of it. So then it's just like,
as long as it's not the other person.
Yeah, that's actually better.
that's what I thought. So then now I go. So
sorry, circle back. This guy said she drove away.
I was
Nobody
thinking
was
about it.
No,
I couldn't.
Don't be tardy for the fun.
Integrity, no integrity. That's just not a nice thing to do.
Anyways, as I'm
My insurance, I'm sorry.
no,
Someone told this girl to change his ringtone.
Is it not my phone? Is it not my own phone?
why is it that this girl?
Continue.
So anyway, so then Kiki comes out and she starts crying and screaming.
This is too much.
I said, go.
This is too
basically like
much.
pressing me to move. This girl is screaming. She tries to start running home. I'm just like, get in the car now. Like,
Get in the car.
And then she's just like, so I'm just like, the pressure's too much. So I'm always like trying to direct me out. Finally, I come out. Oh my god. And then we go around. As you know, like we're driving, I'm just like,
Ready to snort.
Kiki is crying in the background. And I'm just like, oh my god. I quickly go up. At this time, I haven't even thought about the other car because I'm just thinking,
Your own car.
Yeah. Spare car. I'm just like, okay, we're just going to. I see the den. I was like, oh, I remember this YouTube video. Like, you can use the plunger. All right, go get the plunger. So I go upstairs now, and then my mom was just like, your dad in car.
Like, what's going on?
It's 10 p.m. Like, I thought you were gonna go pick him up. So I'm just thinking.
Oh, there was even another element.
So then I had to go quickly pick up my dad.
Oh god.
So then Aura's just like, oh. I'm like, all right, go and look at the guy's picture. Because when Kiki was screaming, someone looked out the window. So then I go.
Because why wouldn't they?
Anyway.
The outside.
No, huh?
Oh my god, sorry, continue.
Anyway, so then we go there now. My dad's trying to talk to me and I'm just like.
Anyways.
I'm not, he's in a jubilee. I'm like, oh, how was your day? I'm just like, no.
Yeah.
So then I put the plunger in the back seat. And then my dad's just like,
What's good?
why was this doing here? And I'm just like, oh, I basically hit the side of the car, and did it. He just said, he stepped out the car and laughed.
What else is there to
Entered the
do?
house. So then now, I think he tells my mom, and then Orico shows me the picture. The picture was not the person's scratch was not that deep. It was just like
just had a scratch.
They had this.
Oh, you dated your own car. So you just left
I
it.
have a picture. Oh, it's a picture. I have a picture. Yeah.
You just left it, or you just left him?
So then, my dad said that I should just. My dad said I should just leave it. Like I should just.
No, because you're not gonna like.
If you just like, if there's not the damage hasn't been bad, and it's
If it's not that bad,
it was my car that was damaged. But
Guys,
then
my insurance premium to go up.
In fact, I'll go next because these people. Anyways,
That's not nice.
So then my
Okay,
sister was just like, no. If it was you know what you'd want to put then just put the number there because my dad is like
true.
My dad is more of the like. My mum is the good, not the good parent. That's bad, but like. The person that's gonna obey the rules, but my dad is gonna be the person that's not gonna obey the rules. So he was like, "Just go." So then I disobeyed him, and I went to go and say, "Hi, my name is. This is my number. I'm so sorry, I hit your car." So then afterwards, I don't know why we go outside again because my mum was like, "Oh, go and take some more pictures of the person's car, so they can't say you did this as well." The person was in the car, so I had to just go there and be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I hit your car," and then he didn't even know.
So what about the right thing to do?
I'm literally saying like I still would have shot. You know.
So what happens next?
He was just like, "Oh, oh no, it's a rented car, it's a company car, so there's nothing I can, like, he's like, okay, let's see if we can sort it out outside. But then something else happened that the next day, like a family emergency happened, so then we couldn't sort it out. So then he basically said, I have to tell my manager. Then the managers are like, we have to go through a proper mechanic. It can't just be like anyone that can do it for you. So then they'll just like, oh yeah, so we're gonna have to take out the whole bumper and then repaint it. And then
so is your insurance they're gonna use? They're not gonna try and settle it.
No. I was able to get it without insurance.
Yeah, God.
But I was just like, another money gone. But I'm grateful because it could have been way more.
By the way, or you could have crushed the person.
Yeah, somebody could have.
Because you know that
to protect you. Should have been fine.
It's fine. I feel like everyone has accidents anyway.
Yeah. Well, anyway, speaking of
not fatal accidents, but just accidents.
No. I said it to Ope, like I feel like when you first start driving, it's actually very normal to get into like a minor, like either you bump the car or you like tap another car. Like it's never a major thing.
Nothing crazy.
I scratched my own car on the gate of my house.
Like an idiot. When I first started driving, I was driving a semi-auto and it used to roll back all the time. And I was trying to reverse park. I don't know who I thought I was. Trying to reverse park into a space, hit a car, and this man came out, bold, angry man, looking angry anyway because it was Euros summer and he was in an England jersey. I said, oh God, this can't get any worse. In my area as well, my area is predominantly Tory, so I just thought, yeah man, I'm done out, do you know what I mean? But anyway, he laughed it off. I hit his car again, tried to remove my car. Sorry. And I hit the dent out of his car, like I hit the dent out of his car. So I think I got some money. We just paid him, I think it's like 300 to fix the scratch, like paint and everything. He laughed, he was like, yeah, I got into an accident the first time I drove as well. It's actually very normal. So I was just like, yeah man, like and from then on I just realised that. But then I couldn't have left anyway because I couldn't.
He caught you.
He literally was, as I was trying to move, I was just backing into his car, like it was so bad. But yeah, no, somebody hit my car and I had to pay 400 last week to fix the light and the paint scratch on it because somebody clearly opened their car door on my car and just left. So please take accountability for reactions because I paid £400.
I was saying I've definitely scratched, but it wasn't that bad. But I was parking. So me and my sister, I was picking her up again. It has to be when you're picking up a sibling. So I picked her up and she was like, "Oh, can you park this place? Like park here and pick me up?" So I said, "Cool." I parked and then like as I was going in, I knew I made a mistake because I just went in too tight. I just heard like, I was like, nah, it's whatever. So then I've parked down. It's calm and like, but my sister's like, oh, I'm still shopping. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna move out so I can be closer to where she is. As I move out, I hear another.
Oh, so it was even a double scratch.
So I just said, okay. So I just reversed back, open the car door. I just look at the car and I just see like there's just this small scratch. So I was like, you know what? It's either indented or let's see if I can rub it out. I go to that car, I get my car, rubbing it, and then luckily, I think it was my paint had transferred to her car, so I hadn't actually scratched it. So I was literally there rubbing it. All these people start coming and watching me.
Oh, yeah, but she's already tried. At least she tried.
But you know the thing is, how do we know that scratch wasn't there before I was there?
No,
like, how do I know?
She heard the noise though.
Yeah, you know.
She heard the noise.
I'm apparently getting crazy these days.
Anyway, sorry, continue.
No, I was saying I was rubbing it, and luckily it was just all my paint, so I was able to rub it off. I got round about my sister was strong. I said, if you don't get into this car in the next 2 seconds, I've never sped away so quickly because I don't want it to be like there's nothing on there, but I don't want her to be like, on my days like
she's gonna create complications.
I've even given you a free clean goodbye, and I just
it's the scene. I actually got wipes from my car because I didn't want to believe I was wiping.
It's the plunger for me.
Looking up,
probably watching you like, who is this? What's going on outside?
The crime with the pot. Like, I just shut up.
I really would have hit her. Not gonna lie.
You know what? She wants to. She's in the house crying.
She probably already snitched by the time I got home. Just in the house now.
Oh, little sisters.
Because little sisters, they're always something. It's fine. It's happened now, and then no one was hurt. So
could have been worse.
Literally,
I think it's just these people. They can't pressure you. If that makes sense. Like what we spoke about last time. I mean, it's easier said than done. Who am I to?
Because my sister was literally saying to me like, the person that was pressuring you, even though she was angry, she got home, she slept, she doesn't remember. I'm the one that has to deal with
the consequences.
Yeah.
Is it? Wait there. What can they do? Just maybe go back around. Another time I come back. What else is gonna happen? Nothing.
Literally.
It's happened now, so
Literally.
sorry, but nothing fatal.
Guys.
What happened?
Nothing happened.
Girl, you said guys like you said guys like 5
I'm
times
waiting
in the
for
past.
Priscilla's wedding. Sorry.
Oh my days! This is all she's talking about. This wedding. She's doing her countdown. Starts at 3:00. I don't know what the time is now.
Wait, how? So it's just a trad today, no?
No, the trad was
The chat has happened.
2 days ago.
No, that's what I'm saying. I thought that was the. Oh no, it wasn't the white wedding because they all watch Obi and stuff. Yeah. Why do you know the whole schedule?
Because that's what
She's
she's
been
been
checking.
checking. She's been checking.
Even my mum's been watching it.
Twitter's been entertaining, so I'll give them that. Like that wedding's been entertaining. So.
Guys,
She
should be sorry.
That was actually
Is it going to be
spraying $100, like $1. He was spraying $100. He sprayed over 100K.
Yeah, spray it on me.
That was like that David does as well.
It says Soso. His name is Soso.
Spray it into my life. Why does she know
know
his name?
People were like, that's why Omale was singing Soso, take my But yeah, man, shout out to Soso.
Because shout out to you. Shout out to you for real.
Shout out to you, man.
Come on. Shout out to you.
Shout out to you.
To you.
To you.
But you know the guy's 35. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
The guy she's married.
Yeah,
is
she's
35.
younger than us,
She
no?
met. She was 23 when they met.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. 23. She was 24. I said, oh, okay, well.
Shout out 100K.
Well, like 100K.
This is girls'
And
design.
they
It's like
met in business
100K.
class, so there's worse ways to meet somebody.
They met in business class.
She said she was on a flight
his-
because I saw the Bella Naja video on Twitter.
It's
She was
actually
not like
called
she met him
rom-com.
on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yes,
she was laughing
me
at him.
cute.
And then he was like, who's this?
and she wasn't paying him dust either. By the way, she was just like,
she gave
Yeah.
she took his number and then she didn't call him and he was waiting for her and then he ended up finding a waiter basically.
like reaching
He was waiting for her to call him.
yeah, because she said
She
she
took his
she
number.
was
Oh,
like,
she
was
took
like, I'm not
his
giving you a-
number.
Sorry,
Okay,
I
okay.
think
She
that's
did-
good.
she
I was like, huh?
She took his number.
Oh, it was good. That links to my episode. That links to one, but
Oh, okay, go ahead.
We'll play some
Which
this
is-
girl design.
the sassy man apocalypse.
Oh,
I'm not even gonna call it the epidemic. I'm gonna call it an apocalypse because that links. That even delicioso. Anyway, I was on so talk. This is
sorry. Atti's been taking a TikTok break for months now.
anyway.
I know,
Fake news.
She's been taking a TikTok break for months now, and yet I'm yet to see her break from TikTok. I see Atti's repost,
Guys,
and I'm like,
I'm going through a really hard time. I'm trying to develop myself mentally, physically, spiritually. So it's just like, it's an addiction, okay? It's not an addiction in the sense that like I'm on there for 100 years a day. But I am meant to delete it. It's just that
There's no excuse.
there's no excuse. That's just the truth.
so I don't know why you said all that.
Yeah, I'm saying it's a problem. I know it's a problem. I'm
Fairs,
ashamed
you're
of
working
myself.
yourself,
That's why I
dude.
don't like anybody's videos because I'm ashamed. So hopefully you won't see me there. But then I gave up.
She posted a TikTok.
Yeah, but that was a long time ago. That was.
It was like 3
I'm
months
sorry.
ago. Max.
This is my episode. Now back to the track. Anyway. Yeah, so there was this babe, insert clip here. Insert clip here. Or whatever. Here,
We'll see
there.
about all that.
Anyway, insert clip.
Get text on me.
But long story short, she must have been, it's a light topic. We'll just do this. Yeah, this is a hot topic, but it's not really a hot topic.
You want to introduce her?
Yeah.
Hot topics. Yeah, somebody say
Yeah.
hot topics.
You.
I feel like I introduced it.
You did last time. Gemini, you're up.
Hi guys, welcome to Hot Topics.
Okay.
Okay. Hi guys, welcome. Hey, God. Okay, so yeah, this is Hot Topics. This is where we discuss topics that are hot.
Nothing more, nothing less.
And that's
Yeah,
what
we
we're
hope you
doing.
enjoy it.
Thank you. What was I going to say? Yeah, so she must have been it's like I said, she was saying that she's scared for our future because do the men of nowadays, do they have a toolbox?
In fact, do the boys of today own a toolbox? Do the boys of today own a toolbox? Because growing up, my dad had a toolbox. Bro, he even had the major ones where, bro, in fact, anything you wanted fixed in the house, he could fix it because it was in the toolbox. The only toolbox you guys have is the one that comes with the IK packaging, the little screw thing. I'm sure you even had to borrow that one from your dad. It's not your own. Do you even own a drill? Do you even own some measuring tape? I need to know because we can't be calling someone to come and fix the light bulb. We can't be calling someone to come and mount the TV. when it's time to put the new bed together, you're saying, let me call up my guy. No. Let's call you, go to the garage and get your toolbox. Get your toolbox, get your tools, get your drills, get your saw, mate.
Like, because do they have a toolbox?
Can they barbecue?
Do they know how to barbecue?
Can
Can they do anything really? But anyway, and I just felt like that's so funny because, yeah, actually.
Can they actually?
Because do they actually have a toolbox? Because I have a toolbox.
I have a toolbox.
Do you have a toolbox?
Yeah, same.
I have a
I can change the
toolbox.
tire. I can barbecue. I don't know what to tell you. I can change the tire. Yeah, I change light bulbs in my house all the time. Like,
literally.
But I'm also the oldest. I'm the oldest one in my house.
She says, being the eldest.
The furniture's like try to make it.
One-legged.
I wasn't IKEA.
Yes, it's literally just nonsense. I can't come and claim that I also like I'm rubbish at all this stuff. So
Yeah, but at least you have the tools.
low key, this is what we were talking about in the car. You know what I was saying about the guy that I went on a date with?
Yeah,
and he was
yeah.
saying that like, oh, he doesn't like that I'm not like traditional, basically. Like he's very traditional. No, like not like doesn't like as in like F you, but like he doesn't understand it. Like he really struggles with the fact that I'm not. Like he's Nigerian down.
In this society that we live in.
No,
This
isn't his society. This isn't
Because he's Nigerian.
But I mean, like, I don't know. I just feel like if you watch or you are aware of life outside of your bubble, you would understand that people don't.
You're saying that
from the Western
no,
perspective.
I'm saying like. I'm saying like if you
like because I was there arguing with him.
But also, I'm assuming he's like into like
so
I'm just like I would
he
just
lives in Abuja. He's not from
more context. What do you mean?
This
is what it's saying.
How much am I willing to say on this?
We don't have to. You just keep it light because we don't even have that much time. That's okay.
No, because it's light, but it's like you lot are
incriminating.
Shocked. No, he watches the podcast. It's fine. Hi.
Okay.
So basically,
sorry to my point. So if you watch the podcast, you're obviously
you know about the modern woman.
I'm saying like in this. I'm saying in this.
No, but the same way you're also aware of the modern woman, you're also aware of the Nigerian man.
No, I am aware, so I wouldn't be shocked.
But you are kind of
in the sense. I'm saying like I wouldn't be like
kind of like it's a catch-22 because you're also shocked that he's shocked. Do you know what I'm saying? You're shocked that he's shocked about you being shocked.
No,
do you not get what I'm saying?
No, it's because the shock that he's shocked is not the same shock.
No, but you're shocked that he's shocked.
What? Who gives a toss? Like,
what does he say?
Sorry. You know what I'm saying?
No, to me, my shock is
you're shocked.
You're not gonna do this on my episode. You're not gonna do this on my episode because I had to leave this fellow. You're gonna do this on my episode. Can we start?
Because you're shocked that he's shocked. Okay.
Whatever that means.
Back to the muscle. Where's Wizkid? So basically, is it Wizkid? I think that. Back to the matter. No, one Nicole. Wait,
no, it's Wizkid. It's Wizkid featuring Malik Berry.
Thank you. Okay, so
because we know
what I was gonna say was, so we were out yesterday, and like the reason my first saying is because Oppa was in the car. Like, okay, you get it already because I was okay. So we've been like. We've had a really really chill relationship for like a couple of years now in terms of like when we're both free, we'll just like link up, we'll go out, whatever, we'll talk. It's nothing like serious, which is what he doesn't like, but sure, that's a comment for another day. And so he was saying yesterday that he feels like his issue with me is that he doesn't like that I don't let him like treat me in the way that like most Nigerian girls are used to being treated. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So like he was like, okay, God, I don't really want to listen to this and be like, wait, what's your problem? But he was like, for example, he would like to like send me money for like the maintenance I do every month, or like he would like for me to let him buy
what's your problem?
That part, but anyway.
But like,
what's your problem?
We'll get to this in a minute, like about the socialization, but like I wasn't raised that way. Do you know what I mean? Like
neither was I.
Was I raised to be well?
Not that I know of, not that I know of, but we can all learn. I'll learn for you.
You know what I mean? I'll learn. This is somebody that we're still having this conversation, but like this is somebody who's not my boyfriend, not my fiance, not my husband.
I hear what my was saying.
To an extent.
To my own, that would even be the
more. City girls lifestyle.
City girls.
I don't want to take your money. Like it's not. You can say I can admit it's a pride thing. I do not want to take your money. We can go on dates, that's fine. Like we go to dinners, whatever. He spends money, like that's fine. I don't want you to be sending money. I'm not a kept woman. Like it's not. That's that's what it is for me. Do you know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about it. I understand that for like.
But you wouldn't mind if it's your husband, but you're just not.
Because that's completely different.
Husband or like serious boyfriend.
Even if we were like a serious relationship and he was like, oh, like the way he feels, where he was like socialized, just the way he is. That's like I get it. That's what you're like, but like. you're not my boyfriend.
Yeah.
You're not my fiance. You're not my husband.
Yeah.
Like, we're not serious. If this ends, what now? You're gonna ask for the money back? And I know he's not like that, but that's how I think. I'm just like, I'd rather not. It's the same way though. He was also saying the same vein. Like, when we were there, like we were at Token Social. When we were at Token Social, we were talking about like cooking or whatever. And I was like, oh, like I can cook. I don't enjoy cooking. I make that very clear. I don't enjoy cooking, but of course I can cook. Like, not. Do you know what I mean? Any adult should know how to cook. So of course I know how to cook. Beyond cooking, obviously, like I'm Nigerian, so I can cook Nigerian dishes, etc. But like, I would say that I don't think you could expect to come home like day in day out and it's like I've cooked a freshly cooked meal. I have a job. Like, like what are we doing here? And so like he was just saying like, oh yeah, I can't forget like I'm gonna come here to your family over weekend. I just started creasing like I had tears down my face. But I had to realize that like that's his socialization. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like the same way like men here, they don't have toolboxes. They don't have they can't barbecue, they can't go, they don't whatever. Like over like I guess in traditional feminine terms or whatever, like I should be like, oh, I should be cooking for my man, and I should like my man, like I should look after my man, take care of my man. I'm not like that either. So like, starting about apocalypse, yeah, real, but like to an extent,
really mind.
to an extent,
no, you don't mind. But like, is there a traditional woman?
I don't care that much. I can't expect too much. You guys say that's my own. That's all I have to say. That's just how I am. So obviously we butt heads about that, but I was like, these are the things that you want to do like traditionally. I'm not the most traditional
because it's true. Right now in our society,
who's the traditional woman?
There's
not me.
There's
not. There's some
that are.
Exactly.
But I think it goes back to the thing is like, why are you asking for a traditional woman if you're not a traditional man? If you are,
then you can
fair enough in it, whatever. But if you aren't, and there's lots of people that aren't. So where are we going?
Yeah, it's because you can't expect me to do that if we're both.
If both of us are not traditional,
and we're both bringing
money
and income. You can't expect me to be slaving away like a donkey.
We're gonna have to
Sorry.
We're going to be doing the same thing.
We'll both go to work. We'll both catch up. Like what we doing?
Unless you can retire me.
Do you know what I mean? Then we can start.
Then we can start to talk. We can start to talk. We can start to talk
then.
then.
But would you let someone retire you? Maybe I'm the problem. I actually like working my money.
Yeah.
It's not just like
I let you retire me.
Like retire me and then I just do what I want on the side.
Some people are like that.
I enjoy my work.
Some people like that.
But with me, it's pride. I know that the reason why I feel like it's a trap. Like you're gonna be like, ha, gotcha.
Yeah.
If I just let you do that, so it's just like But I don't know, man.
No, because I saw it.
No, but you should still be wise to be stacking up your own money. Don't be a donkey.
I was telling my friend this the other day. Let me say something. Basically, there was this. My mom went to Nigeria. There was this woman that basically her husband's rich, so she went. My mom just landed. She went to Abuja for a couple of days, and she stayed there. And then when she was staying there, she stayed in this woman's house. So it was her, but her husband wasn't there. He was on a business trip. So like my mom said, they got there and like in the night, like 10 p.m. the chef was there. They were like, "Oh, what do you want to eat, madam?" They're like, "Oha soup."
That's the life I
and
need.
then that night, the chef made oha soup.
Wow.
So all like the woman was living luxury basically. The house was beautiful, everything. So that was like not even maybe 5 years ago. My mom went there. So recently, she's telling me like, oh, not recently, but like this week, she was telling me that, oh, that woman, by the way, the man chased her back to Warri.
Because everything, it could all change in a blink.
The man basically chased her, not chased her back, but like the marriage done. Like she's gone back. She's squatting. Oh, sorry, I need to stop saying squatting. But she's
things are not so opulent.
She's living with her friend. Stop. So she's living with her friend right now in Warri. But yeah,
that's so sad.
But yeah, she's a fool for staying there for so long and not having your own means.
You have to stack it. The money that he's giving you, be putting it aside. That's what I'd be doing.
Because you have. There's a thin line between enjoying. That's what I'm saying. You can enjoy someone's luxury, but you should also have. But
also, you're enjoying
someone's luxury. If you don't, I don't know.
I have my own boutique.
That's what I'm saying. That's what that was.
Do your own thing.
Have your own business.
Anyway, let me not be rude. No, I'm not trying to be rude, but she was there for years, and my mom was like, you know, you don't have a child with him, so it's not like he's
nothing to keep
there. So it's like, I'm not trying to cuss you out, but like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, so there's nothing there that's gonna like necessarily
bind you so much,
So like, he actually can just wash his hands off with you, and
just in that same vein, like even without the provision aspect, like people change, like people leave, people will be like, you know what, I don't want to be here anymore, I don't love you anymore, whatever. Like nothing actually holds anyone to you forever. Money, even like money, nothing holds anybody to you forever.
I don't know what the Nigerian law like. It's not the Western law. I don't know
law works like that.
It might not work
unless
like
you're gonna
that.
both bring your American lawyers and do it that way. Like Nigerian law, they're gonna say once you get married in Nigeria, your husband's property. Everything you even have, a lot of people consider it to be your husband's now as well. So it's just like a very weird thing. But I completely agree with like some people. If you're gonna do baby girl lifestyle, sugar baby lifestyle, be smart with it.
Be
bro.
sharp.
Like,
That's just it.
No, you don't deserve
there
it.
was one girl
Sorry.
who made a video about this. She was like, when
You
she
don't
buys
deserve to give it
things,
to me.
she
Just
asks for
because
the
I'm
cash
just
for it,
smart.
and then she buys it, and then if she doesn't want it anymore, when she returns, she gets the cash as opposed to like credit or whatever. Like she never says buy me a bag. She'll say give me the money to buy the bag. Then she might change her mind, so she don't want the bag no more. But at least she has the cash dollar. Like, do you know what I
I
mean?
support this lifestyle. Within reason, if you're not doing nonsense to get it, but you know,
I know
support
my
that.
Lambo.
I don't believe in that. But you maybe the girl lifestyle. Like, what's wrong with being just a girl?
Because
There's many things wrong with being just a
I
girl.
don't like. I do just
It's
know
hard.
by myself.
Don't believe it.
Like, I don't
Look,
know.
as
I'm joking though. I'm actually joking.
Oh wait, hold on. We stop talking about. Sorry.
Yeah.
As I'm here, sir.
I'm just joking. There's nothing wrong.
In this my one life, if I find somebody that will take away the stress of half of my life, I'll be very happy. If someone told me today, oh, I will give you 20 million pounds and you don't have to keep working just for 10 years, I will take it.
But you know what you said about stress though? There was another video that somebody posted on TikTok, and it's been going back and forth. If you know, I think it's Cecilia Regina stitched it, but she was saying that she stitched this guy saying that, oh, what's wrong with me wanting to basically like not have my wife work? Like, what's wrong with me saying that I want to take away that stress? Like, I don't want you to have to work.
Is it a crime?
But all that being said, they say that, but they're gonna put other stresses onto you, such as having to be in the house and to work, and like your job goes from being a 9 to 5 to like a 24/7.
I'd rather work for my family than I work for the stupid white man.
And do you know what? Yeah, that's valid. That's actually valid. Like, that's
I agree. I was actually agree. I was thinking
because so go on.
No, I was gonna say I agree with you because before I was never really opposed to being a housewife as such. One thing, I like an easy life. I don't care to work. I never dreamt to work. I don't want to work. But sorry, because I'm really happy that people, chase their careers, your ambition. I'm really happy.
Yeah.
I would actually rather pour my time into my family.
it's actually true.
Actually, that makes me
Sorry, I don't feel that way.
I actually see the fruits of your
and I'll
like,
have
the
help
work
as
that you
well.
put in.
I'll get help. I'll have help.
You'd actually
hire
see it.
people.
And
The thing is, the reason why I'm slightly against the idea of just, obviously, if it's someone like your husband or your boyfriend or whatever, it makes sense. But I feel like sometimes there's a thin line of like you're being manipulative because this person has feelings for you and you're not going to.
What do you mean?
Or like when you're taking money and you're not going to take the person seriously.
You're not you're not going to go anywhere with this person in terms of.
Yeah, but if you're
That's called being a trick.
So, no.
I was just saying, that's the situation that we have now. Is like he was literally saying that I don't mind. No, he
But
don't
if
mind.
you know,
He would
then
like
I'm
fuck me at some
sorry.
point, but he also appreciates that I'm not really at the point where I'm considering like something serious. But he was just like, yeah, so what? Like, this is still how I function. I said, cool, that's fine. Like, I'm thinking about it. Maybe he was. I don't know, man. You can contribute to my house deposit. I don't mind. Like, I appreciate that's how you're built. He was like, even if you put in savings, even if, like just please. I was like, that's the thing. It has to be based on
exactly.
Sorry, we're in a cost of living crisis.
as long as the truth is not attached to the money.
Then no whatever. Because I was looking at house prices. I'm thinking at this point I'm gonna live in a shack outside. I'm joking, but still, like the economy.
The economy is
down. I'm gonna take that money. I'm gonna take that money.
With me, like I need you to just give it to me, like by force.
I just can't. I never up and was like a tango. Like no, I don't I want you to take it. That's what you want.
Yeah.
No, I don't want it. How do I explain it? Like, sometimes a guy would be like, "Oh, do you want this? Do you want that?" Just give it to me. I don't want to even have to think
just
about
like put the money in your account.
Then I don't want to have to deal with the guilt of what.
That should be no guilt.
It's just like, just give it to me, and then it's like, now what can I do?
Because what can I do?
What can I do now?
It's
The
already
money's
mad.
here.
You want it. You want it, but you're denying yourself.
But it's wrong.
Why?
Why is it wrong?
It's not wrong when you.
Is it wrong? If I want to give you a gift now, is it wrong?
wrong?
Would you not take the gift? I don't understand.
So
We just gave you a gift now. Is it wrong?
Okay.
We love you. You're our friend, so we'll give you the money.
It's true. I think it's just an issue with pride.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I don't know,
It's
man.
pride.
It's just
Yeah.
like,
What
you
you
can
put
trap
down the
me. I don't trust you. I don't trust niggas.
But so you think that he's gonna tell you to give you back the money, for example.
One, two.
And then what if I block you? Are you gonna?
What can you do?
label-
What's that?
What can
You gave me the money and I spent it.
And if you come out and imagine a man coming out on social media and saying this girl owes me money,
It's impossible.
they will drag him for filth.
Actually, it's possible.
It's possible.
It depends on what.
If it's something like
you gave it to me.
But if you just gave me the money, then you
on
can't.
what grounds can you ask me to give
You
you back?
can't say, oh, I gave her all this money. Then she
Go back.
on Twitter nowadays they'll be like, yeah, period.
Yeah.
Like, she ain't that. She ain't that. What the hell?
Because what are you gonna
That's
come
right.
to my doorstep and do what? No,
It's
get
true.
away.
It's true.
Because what are you gonna do? I'll just look at you. Okay,
I don't know,
thanks.
man. This heels.
Examples of
Do you know what it was for me? Somebody said you guys, instead of you guys to have toolboxes, you have jewelry boxes for your Van Cleef. No, because no, I'm adding this. It's for your dangly earrings and your Van Cleef because twinning. Even Vivian Westwood as well.
I like my man stylish
jewelry or not.
I don't like.
It's
I like my man stylish.
I don't like
I don't mind.
And there's a certain man that wears
wears
that
it.
dangly
No, do you know what
piece,
it's
and I
for
already
me?
know what you're about.
It's the dangly earring and the choker, the thick adornment. Like there's
the
one, there's like a
chain.
choker
the
that I've
Cuban.
seen the man after the man. I don't know what it's called, but it's like it's a choker. Yeah, like maybe something. No, it's not even. No, it's not a Cuban link. It's not. It's like a pearl choker. A pearl choker.
So it's like, you know how they roasted, but with more charms and stuff.
Yeah, it's like giving like
I
Vivian
can't like
Westwood.
those, sorry. A choker is one thing, and just a short necklace is different.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
of
a
course,
choker is
problem.
a
Not
choker
like
is even
a-
on my sleeve.
No,
It's not like a. You
like
have
it,
to
yeah.
wear. I don't know. I don't mind, but I don't like. Sometimes it's just like calm down. Like to me, it's like if you have more than me,
We shouldn't be here like
shouldn't-
being
we
like
shouldn't be-
like this.
we shouldn't be doing
I'm
this.
so personally.
I don't mind. I don't mind the guy that's decked out in jewelry as long as you don't paint your nails. That's where I cross my line. No dangly earrings and no
Painting on
If you have a
nails.
stack of Van Cleef, I don't give a rat's
just-
Oh, you don't mind?
but sometimes it's just
There's a
like
line.
I don't really like it.
it also just doesn't scream. You have fashion sense if you have like a stack. Like I like you to be selective and like actually have taste, because sometimes it can come across as you just came across money and now
Now you
want to put everything.
You know, have some taste, have some
That's what class.
je ne sais quoi, you know. But yeah, that's
Agreed.
no. And the painting the nails thing,
God forbid.
My own is
I used to
manicures are
think-
good. Men with painted nails, normally every man I've met who painted nails has been a bad
don't
person.
want-
I don't know what that's
I
about.
don't want
It's like
clear
you're trying to hide something about yourselves. Like every time, because I actually don't have an inherent issue with it, but like every time I met a straight man who paints his nails, you're some of the wickedest people I've ever met in my life. It's just like,
because
why
I
do
feel
you act like that? Like
It's for
it's
two
like,
reasons. It's either one. It's either because like you're doing it to be like the guy that's like.
I'm so different.
I love women. I'm different
it's
from other men.
performative.
I don't do what men do,
Yeah.
but you do it, but you're even worse.
I agree.
Or
You're
is a
right.
thing
They
where
usually
like
womanize
you are
us, maybe.
such a showy off, like
Flamboyant.
you know, like some of these creatives that are just like
oh, you
you
think
think
you're
you're so
shit.
wise and you
know it all.
opened the third eye, but like it's pretty much shut. You're not woke. You're very much asleep. So it's just like
Wake up.
that's literally what I get from.
I agree.
Those
I
actually, like I
Claire
actually
gloss.
really like manicured. No, I like clear gloss. Like I really
I
like.
don't
No, a manicure nail.
The
is
clear
nice.
gloss is still.
When you have like
It's like oil.
Reminds of that oil on your lips.
it's just so
You
hot.
like it?
Clean cuticles is so.
Oh, yes, of
clean
course.
cuticles.
Clean. Yeah.
Like,
Guys, all you need to do is
Wow.
just trim your nails. That's okay for me. Just trim
Like
the
a
nails.
little, a nice
I hate long
style,
nails.
like they
Oh
look-
my god,
Because
I
that
love
pinky
it.
nail does.
that long nails.
that long,
Long nails
that,
is the same.
It's horrid.
and so what's the
Bad.
pinky?
Long
The
nails.
pinky, because they're using
horrid.
it
For weed.
I know what you're doing it for.
Yes.
It's nasty.
But yeah, if you don't know a toolbox, go get one. If you can't barbecue,
I don't
I
know.
just feel like if you can't do DIY,
It's not
there's
your-
something.
it's
There's
not
something.
It's not
wrong.
your role.
I'm meant to season the chicken.
Yeah, I provide the drink, chat man, innit?
Okay, period.
Oh my days! I remember. Oh, this actually reminds me of a situation where I was having a barbecue, and one of this person that we knew said they were going to come over and barbecue the chicken.
Oh, of
So
course.
then-
I was gonna say, without even needing to.
So
context.
I was just like, oh yeah, they're gonna come over. So I was just like, my mum was like, oh, so you wouldn't have to do it. I was like, no, that's fine. 1 hour came, nowhere to be found. 2 hours came, nowhere to be found.
dear.
So then my dad,
full of disappointments.
I'm joking. So my dad ended up doing the barbecue, and then obviously when he arrives, he's there eating, munching, enjoying, like having a
say
good
sorry.
time.
You even came shamelessly.
Yes,
Of
he
course
still
he did.
came. So then he was just like, "Oh my days, blah blah," and it was my mum being like, "So your friend, he came to eat, but he didn't want to come and do his job like he said," and I was just like, "That is like for my mum to say, because my mum doesn't usually like say stuff like that. So my mum to come up to me and be like, "This is."
This is so embarrassing. It's not good.
It's not good.
That's not
It's just
good.
like you don't want to be that person.
Mine is as well. If you want to sit here and talk about traditional man, traditional whatever, like this. I don't want to hear debate again about paying on this day, pay for bills. I don't know.
That's
tired.
No, this sassy about apocalypse thing as well. You lot traditional. I thought we moved away from traditional. I thought everybody was doing what works for them. So do what works for you, yeah. Like,
I just love work.
If you like, don't pay the bills.
As simple as that.
Like, what's our own? Do what works for you. But do what shall.
It's just on my Odogo silencer. Like, is it a crime? Sorry.
Sure.
I hope you found one.
You find them, put me on. Anyway, we'll discuss after.
The issue with them is that some of them are shit people, man. That's why
shitty people.
I was saying that I don't even know how she's able to maintain her principles. Because if a nigga,
we had a very in-depth conversation in the car about a lot of stuff. And
Okay, wait. Cut.
No, because that's related, like about the principles about the money and stuff. Yeah. Like, sorry, you can
uncut.
Yeah, because I was saying like this. If a guy, we all like to talk and say, you know, I will maintain this principle, but like if someone gave you 10 billion pounds right now, you're gonna bend.
Yeah.
So I was just like, if a guy who, let's say, is more traditional, but he's from a very wealthy family, you know that if I'm going to this family, I'm set for good.
Like Choma.
Pretty much.
Yeah. I'm set for you. That's what I'm saying. Like, we're all talking and saying,
I would never be with thingy about.
But I'm not gonna lie, you never know. If I'm seeing you saw 100k sitting down there, just
stay there.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's easy to say in that I'm a woman, I'm gonna do this. But when the situation is at hand and they say, here's 10 billion, what are you to do? Take it or leave it. Will you actually maintain that principle? And I said, no.
Test me, I will figure out. Test me and we gonna find out.
That's what I would say. How like principled are you really? Like, until like, do you get what I'm saying? Until the crayfish. You need to like actually like.
And it happens on both like spectrums. If you're really rich, if it's like you're really really poor and you need help, like. Not poor, like if you're in a situation where like I need an escape now and there's something, what would you do? Like, do you know what I'm saying? It's the same way, like I don't know, man.
Like I said, test me, we'll find out.
Traditional man comes to me and says today, okay, I can retire you, whatever business you want to do, you just invest and take that money to invest. Take it or leave it.
No, you're cool people.
I may have to.
If you like leave it, I will take it.
I'll probably take it.
I'll take it.
I feel like
I'll also take it.
About it. I don't know if I would like
think about it, of course.
Like I said, give me the opportunity, then I can ponder
like I'm not that
10 billion.
I wouldn't do it. Obviously, who knows?
Yeah, 10 billion. If someone said 10 billion to you,
10 billion.
Sorry, I don't even know if I'm gonna ponder.
No, sorry, 10 billion. I'm not doing that for because what the hell are you doing? Give me 10 billion.
That's kind of scary. Giving like blood money or something.
That's insane.
And I was just on my days. I was just watching White Lotus. Sorry, spoiler.
Oh my god, White Lotus is crazy. I know.
I'm on season 2. Yeah. If anyone's gonna watch it, spoiler. It's about like different
rich people in a
rich people in a resort. Yeah.
So it's like,
but.
How am I the video?
Not to go too off topic, but one of the guys there, he basically was having sex with this elder man because the man was paying him. But how it got discovered is one of the girls in the resort was dating him, and then the mum wakes up in the middle of the night and then sees him having sex with the old man. But all this time on the trip, he said the old man is his uncle. But it turns out the whole entire thing was just like money laundering and stuff like that. And he got involved and was basically a prostitute for them and was getting paid. And he told the girl, because they were in the castle and they basically tried to separate them so she wouldn't find out that the mum was going to get killed. So they're driving and stuff, the guy that shagged the old man and the girl, and she finds out and is telling him, you were shagging a man, blah, blah, blah. He just drives her to the airport. He stops, he opens the car. He says, I'm going to give you the chance to escape. He says, you don't want to be in this life. He says, you're smarter than me, so go. And it was one of those things where it's like, obviously he was like, I was in a shit situation and I took this. He was like, I would never wish this on anyone. He's living luxury, he's traveling the world. But every night he has to shag that old man.
It wasn't because somebody's gonna have to lay down.
So sorry, just link it to the point that sometimes
like, if you take hella money, there's something attached to it.
Do your due diligence.
Outside of that, let me also just say like, do your due diligence. Like sometimes things come at a cost, and this is the conversation that we're still having. Is like, okay, like sometimes when you date traditional men, things come across that you don't. No, but some of the things come across that you don't realize, because if you really deep with like sometimes Nigerian tradition involves for women, it's just like, do I see that for myself? I don't know. Like every data provider, blah blah blah, yeah, whatever, cool. But like I just feel like starting off, I can't start on the foot of you were giving me this thing. Because at what cost? That's what I'm saying. Like when, like if this is our future, then it's different. To me, there's a cost attached. Whether he wants to acknowledge it or not, later down the line, they'll feel like there's been a cost attached. Like so, cool. Like if there's a ring on my finger, very different situation. At that point,
you know what the cost is involved.
Do you know what I'm saying? But I just feel like you said, like anyway, things can take turns. Look, I've always said one thing about me is I know that my destiny I face with a man that is doing very well for himself, because we have to be bad for real, otherwise it doesn't work. But I just fear it can't be me feeling like a kept woman to have that. Do you get what I'm saying? Like it's given what's that thing that lawyers retainer, you can't have me on retainer, that's bonkers. That's what it feels like to me. It's like I can't be on retainer. However, like if we're going on dates, if it's my birthday, whatever, completely different. I'm not flipping stupid. I'm not stupid.
But that's why it's like people say marriage is what you want it to be.
Yeah,
you find what makes sense for you. You don't have to subject yourself a lot of the times to what societal norms is, or whatever, stuff like that. Because people say when you get into the marriage, you realize some of those societal norms they go out of the window when you're having a child, when someone gets made redundant, when this happens and stuff like that. Things happen and life shifts.
Do you know what
so just find somebody that works.
The problem is, where do you find a billionaire that's not so traditional, that is just saying that has the whole list?
It doesn't exist, or maybe it does.
Traditional is not even inherently an issue. It's just how do you go about that traditional? Because if you're traditional as well, then what's the problem? But it's like the traditional in nature can't be, as soon as we're married, your rights out the window. Like just know that your bank account, there's no bank account anymore. We have one joint account and my account. That's it. Like that's not how tradition.
I mean,
but like,
anyway.
I was gonna say you, there's no way you can muzzle me for that to happen.
No, and that's for some people.
Like,
you never.
How?
Do you know what it is to be? Okay, do you know what it is to be wealthy in certain countries? Davido's dad was able to ensure that he wasn't able to do certain things because of how wealthy and known he was. If you think as a woman in Nigeria, a wealthy man can't stop you from doing things.
No, of course, in Nigeria. Yeah, I'm not in Nigeria. I'm talking to myself.
So that's what I'm saying. But you know what? It depends on your level of tradition. It depends on who you are. Like that's what. Like you know what?
I think it just boils down to do what you want to do.
Money. Let's not even go into conspiracy. Some people have bastard money and they can do what they want.
They can do whatever they want to do. They can kill you
without money. And
so like that's at what. So you never know at what cost. And like we've said, people change. He can love you one day. He cannot love you the next. And even if he doesn't love you, he doesn't mean he wants to get rid of you. So now you're stuck. Like what can you do if you're on a contract? Because the guy as well, like we were saying in the car, he wants to move to Nigeria next year. Once he finishes uni, he's gone. So it's like, and I said, well, my future's not there. So anyway,
really,
we have a lot to talk about. Yeah, what you would? What?
I was thinking I might move to Nigeria when I was looking at the wedding.
That's fair.
I always wanted a house out there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I think I want it to be our family house.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
and like, but also my parents stay there as well. Like it's something for them, but also for me.
I don't mind going back.
No, when my house is done being built, I'll do minimum 3 months in Nigeria. Like my contract allows me to work abroad, so like it's fine. I could do, and we have an office there, so I can still budget. Like it's not that I don't see myself enjoying life in Nigeria.
Like I understand,
but all the time, as if he's saying, like no, my family's
bound to.
But I guess if that was his life before, then
exactly it makes sense for him.
He's going back home.
That's not it for me. And also, like I said, like you can't be. It'll even be Abuja as well. Like I can't be to Abuja. Like I have no power. I don't know anybody here. Like obviously, thank God, my father loves me. If I need help, he'll come and help me. But ultimately, like. What do you mean?
You don't want to feel trapped.
Sorry, to be moving to another country for a man.
Are we young?
Stop! Don't play.
But if you actually think about it, pack your life and move to Abuja.
That's doing too much. Personally, for me,
I feel like that's mad.
I'm struggling to 6 months.
Okay, what's the take? What's
but I couldn't do 6
overall?
months non-stop, guys. Nigeria is enough to drive a same person mad as well. That's another thing. Even though Abuja is chill, like Abuja compared to Lagos, but
Very much chill.
Nigeria is enough to. If it's not in you, it's enough.
Even if it's in you, you'll go a little bit.
If you can escape, you want to escape every once in a while. So I couldn't do 6 months back to back. Like I can.
I don't think I can even do 1 month.
In the winter months, I could do good.
Let's move on.
Back in the summer.
What did you want?
No,
that's what you want us to challenge.
Yes, but you don't want to just be so abrupt.
You can't.
I was now.
You have to be
So let's be moving on.
Yeah.
But anyway, what's the
something,
take?
what's
Yeah, I was gonna say,
your-
what's the takeaways? The takeaways are. I don't even know. If you
know
want
what
to,
the
there is no
takeaways
takeaway.
It was just do what you want to do.
Do what you want to do. If you want a traditional man, go and look for the traditional man. Maybe be a traditional woman, kind of. because
Why
just
not?
kind of why not?
Mine is as well. Like if you're looking for something, don't be surprised when you find it, and the thing that you found now expects you to also match their energy.
Yeah, because if you're gonna talk,
someone said that. They said, "Do you know how to cook?"
Do you know how to cook ayamashi?
Do you? Guys, plug Sister Mima. She'll help you out.
Period.
That's my girl.
That's
So if you're gearing yourself up to be a traditional woman, Sister Mima, she'll help you out for sure. There's always YouTube, and if you don't know how to do a barbecue, YouTube is there. I'm sure they'll teach you as well with the toolbox. YouTube is there.
Please, don't be using up our what's it, AA insurance, because you can't change tire on the side. Please, let's be guided.
We're actually in
a modern
age. We can see TikTok if it's too long for you.
I'm sure you can find something there.
As in TikTok, 2-minute video, you've made yourself a nice smoky jollof.
Period, exactly.
Nice, come on.
Mine is like shit, but you never know. But
I'm trial and error at the end of the day. Do your findings. Trial and error, do your findings.
But anyway, we need to do. Sorry, I'm tired now. Anyway, great area of the week. Yeah, what I was gonna say is that so for this week it's about surgery. It's about plastic surgery, fillers, things of that nature. I've just been seeing. I'm not meant to be on TikTok. We've already established that. But I was on TikTok. It's not even just on TikTok. It's on YouTube. It's anywhere. Sorry, about how everybody's starting to have the same face. Because everybody is getting the same type of that pointy, that handsome Squidward chin, that chinny chin. Every one of their mums is getting that.
Like, what's wrong with you?
Because facial balancing. But I wanted to add a disclaimer that, of course, this is social media. On a day-to-day, when I go out, I don't see people with these chins. But I feel like obviously, really, I feel like it depends what spaces you're in. Yeah. But on a day-to-day, like when I'm going to work, I do not see people with filler in their face. Yeah. But on social media,
people do, you don't recognize it.
Maybe exactly, it's unclockable. But most people, guys, we can clock it. But anyway, on social media, there's definitely a certain type of look that's being pushed, I'd say, especially in the black, in that black community as well. I think in the black community, maybe Black American as well. Obviously, it's bigger than the UK, and even it's true.
Love Island, all of those, they go to their doctor.
Media in social media, at least, is pushing a certain type of look, and obviously we're entering the social media space, and I feel like maybe are we? Do you think about it, or is it something that you guys think of?
You would never blah 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 blah.
I don't know, everybody said that. Some people said that.
No, I was saying some of us are like, oh, we would never da da da. But I remember I was saying the thing is, when you're looking at yourself every single day, minute after minute, also suddenly when you're seen on TV, which is also
like a
perception
reward.
of who you are,
type of woman or person is getting pushed.
Exactly,
it gets so trickish.
Easy to feel like, oh my days, something's off, something needs to be changed. Something I was even on TikTok, and there was this doctor, and he was doing plastic surgeons or filler and stuff like that, and he'd be like, the girl would be like, I want to do this and this, and he'd be like, oh, look at me. He's like, well, I feel like your face is a bit asymmetrical here.
Yes,
you need
I've
to add
seen
a little
these
bit here. You need to do this and this, and it's like you're obviously no face is perfectly symmetrical. So to even say to someone your face is asymmetrical,
even cheeky.
That's what a normal person's face probably is slightly. But you're just aiming for this version of perfection that actually just doesn't exist. Yeah. And I just feel like the cycle continues because something else is going to need it to be added. Even if the filler goes down there a bit, let's add a bit
more. But now you need to do this. That's the whole point of facial balancing. Because the whole point of facial balancing is if you just do one area, then the other areas will start to be warped. So then they do it so that it's okay, you get a bit of filler here, you get a bit in your cheekbones, maybe you get a bit in your nose apparently, maybe a bit in your hips apparently. That's the thing. That doesn't make any, there's no way that, I think it's legal. But the thing is about all these things for me anyway, is I think it's easier said than done. Oh, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that. But like you said, especially now when it's when I'm looking at TikToks, the YouTube videos, the YouTube shorts, it's suddenly my face that I never really conceptualized, if that makes sense, is now I know every angle and I'm thinking, it wouldn't be crazy to, but I still don't want to do it because I feel like it's a very slippery slope. That's just the truth of the matter. A lot of people I see, they started with one thing and then it just trickled down because when you start to notice this is something here, something is there, maybe.
And if a doctor is pointing out to you and saying to you, oh yeah, you could actually do this, then it's a doctor's telling me this, so I'm going to do it.
Realize it's that doctor makes money for every imperfection they make you believe you have.
Hard.
So like,
because make you believe
make
is the
you
key
believe
word.
you have is very important. Like every time they tell you this thing's off about you, their bank account is increasing.
And you're
that should
depleting.
be enough for you to just think, hold on a second, let me sit down and think about this.
Yeah.
But also I think what you're saying about being in the social media space, like I remember seeing one content creator, I won't name because it's none of our business, but she went on her journey of getting her fillers and stuff redone, Botox, whatever. And the thing she kept saying was like, oh, on camera I've noticed it looks like this, on camera I've noticed it looks like this. So I do agree with what you were saying in terms of like when you're in the social media space, or when you're thinking about what other people look like in social media space, first of all, some people you don't even really see in real life, and like when you do, you're like, well, they look a bit different, but at least on camera they look good. So that's like, that's quite a standard.
That's a lot of people actually. But
also, like,
by the way,
even with the conversation about what like doctors making money, every time they put out your imperfections, you also think of, once I fix this, how much more money can I make? So I think that one of the things is like, a lot of people don't want to talk about what is that grounds them or what they're rooted in, and I think that's a conversation that like it just applies to so many things. Like if you're gonna go and have this surgery, me personally, I'm neither for or against. I don't really, you can do what you want. Like if it makes you happy, but it's like, why are you doing this? Because if it's so that you are increasing your earning potential, you're money motivated, do whatever you think is going to work for you. Like once you start though, is you can't really stop as well. So you cannot stop. Like people were talking about the surgeries Lindsay Lohan has done, or like what's that Christina Aguilera hasn't aged. Do you know she has some of the best surgeries in Hollywood, babe?
Facelift.
She's never.
We don't know the money.
She's never going to age. Like she's never going to age ever. It's not possible because once she starts, she can't stop. But also, it pays for her to keep looking like young. It pays for all them to keep looking young.
It's like BBLs.
It's like BBLs.
Rappers know why they get BBLs because it helps. People want to deny it, but
I remember. Do you guys remember that clip of that rapping competition? And there were two girls singing or whatever, and the girl that had the BBL and the shaky voice, they were like, she's hot. She's absolutely. Then the other girl with the vocals, dark skin girl with, they were like, I don't know how I feel about it. So like we all know why people do the things they do, especially in the beauty, especially as women in the beauty industry. Although one thing I am for is I think more men should go to Turkey and get their hairlines resolved, because I'm just not going to sit here and allow for women to face all these beauty standards and you can have a receding hairline. So when I'm king, one thing I will be doing is I will be fining you for every week. Every week you don't go to Turkey, you will hold a fine until you go to Turkey and fix that hairline, because if women are going up to beauty standards, you're going to live up to one as well. Thank you very much. But all of that being said, right, I think the main thing that actually pisses me off is that the beauty standards is even stricter for women. Like men don't have to. You can if you're in Hollywood and you're an actor. You might go and, but they're trying to bring dad bods back.
To have a woman bod and see the
mum bod. You remember when Nella Rose's thing was always about? Sorry, this is no shade. Nella, shower you, but has your mum lost all the weight from when she gave birth to you? Do you remember when that was like an insult, like having a mum bod?
But I remember it
was a big thing. Like she used to just be cutting people's mums left, right, and centre. So there's no shade. Like at the time it was funny, but she'd be like, yeah, like what does your mum look like after you gave birth to kids? Like people were cussing her body, which actually when I think about it, valid, because people would be cussing her. She'd be like, what does your mum look like? Like your mum has a mum bod. So I don't know why we're suddenly praising dad bods. Look, I'm not here to fashion anybody, body shame anybody, but I'm just saying that the beauty standards are not, they're not equal.
They're not for women.
I was gonna say,
I didn't want to say that, but but anyway,
I think I was gonna agree with what you're saying, because I think I'm not against surgery, because as I was thinking about it, like, some people when they get older, they may, like my auntie wants to have like a mummy makeover. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like to feel confident again. Because before I used to be like, hell no, it's bad, it's wrong. But you know what I'm saying?
You don't know, kids, you haven't had children.
I don't know, you may get into an accident one day and then you need the surgery. But I feel like my thought is like, we don't have this idea with everything else. So like if someone came to you and says, a dark-skinned woman came up to you and said, I feel really insecure about my skin, I want to bleach my skin, we wouldn't be like go and bleach your skin to make it better. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you'd be like, no, learn to love yourself. Your skin is beautiful, blah blah blah. But I feel like with surgery, we're just like plastic surgery, get it fixed. I think we should really sit down and think about what is the reason behind you wanting to do this surgery.
But in saying that, we might not, but like a lot of celebrities have been accused of / just bleach, like, do you know what I mean?
But so like it's not
I agree.
It's more taboo. Like you won't come out and say,
okay, I've been bleaching, but you will come and say that I got BBL.
When black women get nose jobs, like scissor, babe.
Don't talk to me like scissor.
But then I feel like maybe in the nose jobs on ethnic people, I don't think it's something that like is praised as much.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's not praised as much because it's like, but we're black, we should love ourselves. So that's what I'm saying. It's more comparable to the bleaching conversation, because it's like, why would you go get your like black nose changed? Like it's a black nose, like you need to love yourself. Do you know what I mean? So I agree with what you're saying. Like, what is like where's the line drawn basically? Because it's like, oh, she wants a fat ass. Yeah, well, all black women should have fat ass. So yeah, get the BBL. But she wants a skinny nose. No, that's not black. So don't. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Obviously, wider conversation, white supremacy. Yeah, but still, like, you're right. Like certain things, it's like, oh yeah.
So I just feel like it's very, very important, like, to not just be like
quickly go for it.
Go and fix it, whatever.
Go on, Julie.
But you're gonna say it's easy for me to say that.
No, I was gonna say
okay.
I was gonna say yes. Your face may be warped. Yes.
And you know what?
That's
It's not a crime.
The doctor's telling the truth.
It probably is
Doctor's
the
telling the
truth.
truth.
But your face can be,
And that's
it's
okay
fine.
though. Yeah, that's the point.
that's
That's okay. It's actually the truth. And that's actually,
fine.
but then that's
what
the
I'm
point
saying.
what people are saying, because because everybody is chasing for perfection, they are
That's
starting
the point
to
that I
have the
was saying,
same
like, your face will
but
never
beauty
be...
is in, I'm not gonna say beauty is an imperfection, that's easy for me to say, you know, I have all my teeth in my mouth, maybe I would have no teeth and then I wouldn't be saying that, but that's what makes us human. I feel like for example, if I think of someone an attractive person, period, I think that, oh, this person's attractive, that person's attractive, but they don't look the same. They're just all attractive, but they're all different. I think that's the thing. What were you saying, sorry?
No, I want to say it's not serious. I just feel like, I forgot what I was going to say. So I was
You're saying you might have a warped face or something.
Yeah, so yeah. You may be ugly. Yes, fairs.
Jermaine loves
It's
it.
not crazy to say. But it's not crazy to say. Not crazy. Not everybody can be conventionally attractive.
Conventionally attractive. Yeah. But that does not make you less of a human being.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't have any feelings towards surgery, if I'm being very honest.
Even though like conventionally attractive thing. Oh, sorry, actually, go on.
I don't. Yeah,
I was gonna say that conventionally attractive point. Like, once again, sorry, not so like that's what you might, guys. But conventionally attractive means something, because it's like you might not be conventionally attractive. It doesn't mean you're not a beautiful person, but we know what convention means. Convention means universally accepted, right? Yeah. Universally accepted white supremacy, guys. Okay. Let's really get into it, because when you lot are getting even like the BBL, people consider it was a trend. Women's bodies are always trends, but it's like people are getting rid of their BBLs because skinny is back in, or like they're reducing the BBLs, or they're getting skinny BBLs because this is what. So if we're gonna go by convention, are you gonna be chopping and slicing your body every single time?
Are you gonna keep on going?
Because that's what the Kardashians are doing. That's what the Kardashians do.
You're gonna be miserable.
They are
that's
up
the
and down on those surgery beds, adding, removing. Your body can't keep following trends as well, guys. If you want to follow trends, buy the clothes. You can't. Your body can't also be following trends.
I used to watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
No one said she didn't get a BBL.
Yeah, and I remember because I was even defending her. I was defending her like. Yeah, man, Kim didn't get a BBL.
But she did.
But she said BBL.
She said I didn't get
surgery.
No, she said I didn't get
butt implants. But she obviously
it's fat transfer. Because they scanned her and then obviously there was no implant.
Because it's her body, is her fat.
She was fat.
Those who need to know.
No. Yes. So no one knew about the BBL like that. They just knew it was all
undercover.
Butt shots or butt implants. So she's like, no, like she was basically framing it to seem like this is
my natural body, yeah.
By using the words like, oh no, I don't have implants, but why are you doing all of that?
But do you know what? I just feel like, why are we in rich people's business?
I was going to say that because the people that
No, I'm not talking about it in that sense.
No,
but I'm talking about
like
people are getting surgeries to be like rich people. Why are you in their business? Do you get what I'm saying? You're trying to be conventional.
You think that you're...
That's what I'm saying.
But what's it going to do?
According to your side.
You know what? You never talk... Because what's it going to do for you at your desk job?
But also...
The Botox that you've got... Do you think Gabrielle Union Botox and your Botox are going to be the same?
Everybody has surgery.
And that's why you look crazy.
You're not...
That's why you look crazy.
Because you're not assessing yourself. You're not assessing your face.
Yeah.
You have a round face. You go and add the chin.
And now you look like
this.
Anyway, sorry, because it's not good.
HR. What I was gonna say is, on Jameen's point of being in rich people's business, a lot of the trends that happen with the bodies, right, they start up a little bit higher up, yeah. So I was gonna say white people, let's say the Kardashians, they'll see how black women's bodies look in certain areas, like I want that for myself. So then the rich people start doing that. Then when it starts trickling down to us, the commoners, that's when it's like, no, we need to revert back, like because I'm seeing commoners look like me. I'm meant to be differentiation standard.
Exactly.
They're meant to look to me, but they can't get me. But now they've got to where I am. So then they now change it to another standard that they can't. That's why now Ozempic.
Black people
Thank you. That's why now Ozempic has now.
So dumb. It's only black people that follow this. Like white people, they'll do it to their own extent, but black people, that's what I'm saying.
Take it further.
You put your knees just to become accepted.
Because the whites have their own ways of doing it as well. Like white people will get in BBLs, but also like white women being skinny has always, we forget as well, certain people, the Kardashians, they were ostracized from the white community for effing with black men. Let's be real. And so they now became, I'm not gonna say pioneers, but the standard within the black community and for black women. Do you get what I'm saying? Like they started following black women trends, but like you said, once they realized that, oh, hold on a second, I'm looking a bit too common, they were like, okay, I need to do something about this, because they're trying to revert back into whiteness. If you notice what those people do, they're trying to revert back into whiteness. But for white women in all of history, well, most of history, being a skinny white woman has always been. So they have their own things that they do as well within their own beauty standards. Like the Kardashians are not a good example, whatever. But like if you look at like the Christina Aguilera and Lindsay Lohan, like they've always tried to keep themselves quiet. Paris Hilton, they always try to keep themselves quiet. You don't know what they're doing. You don't know that they're doing fat removal. They're doing a buccal fat cheek.
I think they're good examples. No, but I feel like the Kardashians are a good example. Sorry, Gemini never actually finished. We'll go back. Wait.
Just finish this fine.
Anyway, yes, it's a good example for trends go down.
Yeah, how trends change and go up and down. And I feel like not all the. I feel like it's less so now, but like a lot of the time growing up, it's like where the Kardashians go,
everyone, it's like the lip, that's stupid.
Not even just like black
BBL.
people, it's like white women as well. Like I remember there was an epidemic of like white women getting lip fillers and like wanting their lips to be so much bigger after the Kylie lip kit thing. There was like, oh my days, I need to look like Kylie, I need to look like this. And then it was the Botox, oh my days, I need preventative Botox because I can't look old when I get
Botox
to
at 20 years old.
So it's just like a cycle. But Jameen, sorry, continue.
That they've been like, they've been doing
surgeries and stuff.
Like this is part of their nature.
Package, yes.
So that's what I'm saying, is for me it's different looking at a white person doing surgery and a black person doing surgery. Right. Well, that's not where we that's not where we came from. So that's why I look at them as you're actually quite dull. You're being quite stupid because it's not your history to be doing surgery, all that stuff. Yes, maybe your history to bleach, sure, but like, do you know what I'm saying?
No, she's right. Even like
the
only other equivalent is like
all that stuff.
Is what's it called? Is things like, and so obviously people like different countries in Africa have different beauty standards. So like in South Africa, having a big bum is actually a beauty standard there. Like I remember there was a documentary that I watched about people injecting like salt water into their butts to make the butts bigger. Like people have beauty standards. Back in the day, I can't remember which country.
Like some people, some countries elongated necks.
Exactly. So that one. That's what I'm saying. Like she said, bleaching.
Do you get people have their beauty standards? So all these white people, they've been doing all this fillers, all this stuff since
they were doing things to their teeth as like back in the day.
And that's what I'm saying. But so they've had like, let's say they've had like 20 years experience. We black people just see I don't know. So one person do it in the community that we like, I don't know, what's that?
Jada Wader? I don't know.
Not even Jada Wader. Flipping
Black China.
No, what's that girl's name? Gucci Mane's
Keisha
Kaur or whatever. They'll be thinking, oh my god, not knowing that she's removed her ribs for her waist to be so small. So it's all this stuff that like, that's why I'm like, with black people, it disappoints me even further. That's why I think that like sometimes you can be very dumb because it's not your
nature.
It's not your nature to do that. You see one success story. It's the same thing with that liquid BBL when they were promoting it. They had Adiola and Miriam to go and do it. Fair.
Swear.
That's when they were promoting it bare.
There was a lot of black influencers.
When it was Oz, they invited black influencers to do that. And then after they saw the black influencers do it, it was people. That's when they got their market. That's what I'm saying. If you want flipping, what's that? Is it? I don't know that. The Thought Park thing.
One way.
When you wanted people to go to One Way, you had the trailer with the influencers. That's what I'm saying. All you need for black people to move is for them to feel like people that are better than them or have more clout.
You know what?
Are doing it, and then they'll do it. But white people, they'll more. So let me finish. Sorry. White people, they'll be more like I don't want to say they're more because they're also crazy as well. But so I like you guys, by the way. Sorry, I like you guys. Not crazy, but like you guys are also like
we all have our own things.
So I feel like white people are more like it doesn't make like an influencer, what money may or all this stuff, but like there's still, I don't want to say there's still a level of independence because I don't necessarily believe that, but I just feel like with black people it's so easy
to
but influences everywhere.
I'm sure, but that's just a top. I'm sure there's more reason as to why.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
So I was gonna say, like a while back when you're talking about how white people, sometimes it's a colonizer mindset, but it's
that's what I'm saying. I knew there was more to it
just
than
into other things, right? You see, when you go, they would go
say.
to like other countries and take other people's stuff. It's the same way you'll see beauty in other people and take it and put it on yourself, because you still see yourself as the standard, but you're not content with yourself, so you're going to take from other people.
the principality
and the principality. And I, your point of like where sometimes black people just go along with the trends and stuff, it's don't adopt. It's a colonial mindset. You're taking from other people and add into yourself, or you're looking at something and you want it, and then taking it for yourself. It's like you don't have to follow because somebody else is going. Be content with what you have in your own backyard, and that's why linked to your point of the beauty standards that some of people in the black community are going to, like fillers and stuff like that, is one that's more seen predominantly in the white space area. And I think for certain beauty treatments, it should just not be adopted for us. I don't think for in a lot, not in a lot, but sometimes it just looks odd. It just looks like, and it still looks wrong when Obo people do it, because it's like, this isn't you.
Because it's abnormal.
It's not
you. Guys, let me tell you a story.
Wait, let me land in quickly before you speak my words.
No, I was going to say sometimes it does, but I feel like it's always in the rare occasions, because people always take it too far, or they don't understand their actual body anatomy. So when they're actually adding stuff, it doesn't actually match to what is actually making sense to their face. And those who look T, I feel like it's because they knew what they did. They know themselves.
They don't take it too far. But what I was going to say is the biggest thing for me with all of this is anti-surgery, forced surgery, whatever. My thing is, guys, you could die. Like, I know, BBL is obviously, I'm taking that was an example I started with.
No, it's not dramatic. BBL has the highest mortality rate.
No, I was going to say is that I started talking with fillers, but I'm talking at an ultimate point, like in terms of, let's say, the furthest thing you can do, which is, to me, is like a BBL. You could die.
They said that, just quick, they said that a BBL is more risky than open heart surgery. You can go with it.
Hear word. My thing is, even that liquid BBL or putting filler in your hips, for example, like let's say like 1,000 years ago, 2,000, I don't know when, there was a point where tobacco was meant to be healthy, right? And then with time, they realized, that's killing you. We have not been alive long enough to know what will happen. Have you seen? No. I'm like, guys, are you stupid? Have you seen a 100-year-old with a BBL? Of course you haven't, because will you make it to 100 before you die? I don't make it. No. I hope you do. I really hope that you make it. How can you be injecting filler into your hips and you tell me that's right? It's not right. Because filler
actually migrates on your lips alone. Let alone 1,000 milliliters.
Grab more than BBL. Guys, you guys are putting. I've heard people put 1 liter of filler into your hips. Guys, at what cost? Because the thing is, with our generation, you think that you're going to be young forever. You're not going to. Hopefully, anyway, Sha. You won't be young forever. You don't know the long-term effects. That maybe you're doing it. You're going to become an influencer. It will push you out. So it'll push you out to more people. You'll get more reach. You'll get more money. And then when you die at 40. What use will the money be to you? So I just think that we have to assess, like, why are we doing this specific thing and what will be the effects of it? And if you want to do it, do the research.
We prioritize
the long-term effects.
If we're being frank once again, we're prioritizing the wrong things, because I was going to say, first of all, mini story time. When I went to Mexico last year, I saw BBLs like in real life for the first time, guys. I was so scared.
Funny they stink.
Allegedly. The lawyer lady up there in the booth is telling me to say allegedly, but...
Like, what, so, what's it? Yeah, so I was in Mexico, I saw BBLs for the first time. I honestly was just like really scared, because we had our table, there was a table next to us, and like 3 out of like maybe the 8 girls had BBLs, like very obvious ones. And in fact, saying that, you never know, but it was giving
the shape, like the
when
type
you saw
of
the belly button, it was giving BBL. It was giving BBL, yeah, cool. So, and mind you, there was a girl in our group. She has body, like to the point where like that's what BBLs are based off of. Like her body is crazy, like you know who you are, and she's shaking hers is moving, they shaking theirs.
Some of them move.
Some of these ones,
and
it's like it was one of them ones where I just felt like sad. Like, it was low-key dampening my night because I felt like I was just like, this is really sad. Like, it's just, and the other girls at the table who had seemingly even more natural BBLs or seemingly more natural bodies, they seemed like they were having a time. The girls with BBLs, like, one of them even looked tired. Like, she looked like she couldn't even do this. Like, obviously, maybe you have other health issues. So if you do apologize, but like, it was actually giving, like, I don't think you're not even happy with this. And I think it was those girls, the girl went on Love Island, she has a podcast with her sister, the Val
I love
that were talking about how once you start having BBLs as well, you low-key have to keep going back to that table. You do the first one, they're gonna fix it in 6 months. Then they're gonna have to do something else in 6 months. Then, like, it's not like it's a one-time job. It's like a lot of those surgeries are not one-time jobs. You do it, and they're gonna say, we need to change this. We sorry, this too much. It's not. It's a. And you thought that you were gonna spend 10K. In fact, that's even a good one. Some of you are spending 5K on BBLs. Okay, then you spent 5K on BBL. They've now told you need to come back every year for the next 5 years. You spent, before you know it, you spent 25 plus whatever after K you have to. At what cost?
Because I saw a TikTok and there was just like, you guys can afford to go on the table once, but you can't afford to
and you can't.
And I said, it's true. Can you actually afford
to keep on going back?
The long term.
Once you start doing filler and stuff,
it doesn't last. You have to keep on going.
You have to keep going. And I remember seeing, come on.
BBL with her sister.
Yes,
and then the sister died.
Guys, at what cost?
Because when you're dead, you're dead, guys. By the way.
Because
that's one thing we don't know about. There's no way to come back to life now. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, I forgot what I was going to say. I can't lie, but she died. Oh yeah, I remember the care home when they were supposed to take care of them. Like, they were fine. They got the surgery. They were alive. But the care home thingy, it wasn't a real one.
Right.
So
the sister was like dead, and then the girl was like, oh, like she told the nurse, like, oh, my sister has been like sleeping for a while. Like, I think someone needs to go and check on her. They're like, oh, she's fine. She just died from the surgery. She's fine. She left her there. I was just like, then she's looking at this.
Guys, at what cost?
I think it's a thing where, like, when little children see a sweet and want to grab it, and you see them that behavior, is it not like not repulsive, but like that sort of like
it's greed.
We always like to like discipline that out of children,
out of adults.
But like that's what you're doing, taking into adulthood, and even that is what you're doing.
Thank you, because even all of you can have it doesn't mean you have to have it.
As
a child, some of you don't thought that,
and that's what she was saying. Because if your face is asymmetrical, maybe that's it's okay.
My face is asymmetrical. You just wear fringe.
Say it yourself. It's endearing. Maybe one of your eyes is bigger than the other. It's endearing. It's cute. We're humans, for goodness sakes, and we're not dolls.
Sorry, I remember growing up, my dad.
Period.
Like, you take the greed out of child, for example, they go and touch some like a hot radiator, or whatever, and it's like you'd rather learn that as a child than it be the cost of your life as an adult.
Yeah,
that's what we're seeing happening. Sorry to the sister who passed away, but like they've told you that BBLs are more.
Sorry too.
BBLs
very traumatic.
Are more what's it called? Dangerous than open heart surgery. Yeah, it's still a surgery that is done consistently.
God.
They said the radiator is hot, don't touch it.
And it's like, it's even beyond the point of love yourself, because we're talking like, it's not easy to love
sometimes
yourself.
You can't. Sometimes
it's an ongoing process. But
contentment.
Guys, at what, because look, we've just discussed the mortality rates. Even if the mortality rate was 1 in 1,000, 1 in 50,000, 1 in whatever, do you want to be the one? Do you want to be the one? Well, do you want to be the one? Like, it's just, honestly, it is just like at what cost, bottom line. But even then, once you've got the like you said, even you're going to go to your normal desk job with the BBL. Why?
That's making me crease.
It's
to sit down.
Why? You're using BBL to go to Eden? Really? Leave it for the Atlanta lot. They've got a Magic City or whatever. At least.
Clock that T.
Clock it.
Clock that T.
Clock it.
Clock that T.
Clock it.
Why? Like we understand what the reason is. Obviously, like, you know what? Do what you gotta do to make yourself happy. But why?
Yes, just need to understand the why. I think that's the highlight. Just take that. Just
investigate
sit
with it. Maybe even for years.
Because you
sit with it for years.
You can't tell me you're getting a BBL for yourself.
It's a lie. No, that's a dirty.
Even to become an influencer, guys. There's enough influencers with BBL. So what are you even bringing to the table to say that you're doing this to enter?
It's for something else. It's to satisfy something else. Like, I don't know.
And you just admit that, you know,
whatever.
Like, just admit that.
If we end up having filler faces,
just ignore this video. No, joking.
I'm even too scared, guys.
Same.
The idea
I'm
of
scared. I know myself.
No.
Here's this one. You see? I said, I know myself. That's why I won't start. Some of you guys know yourself.
You don't know
So don't start.
Literally.
I'm not going to start because I will finish it.
Hold on. I want to do. We have to do this in the club. I have to do this. So. Well, I don't know, man. Like what I said, all this to say. At what cost? If you like, go and do it. But
just be
think
ready
about the repercussions.
Be ready for the consequences.
Be ready for
because there will be
consequences.
consequences. I don't know what makes you think there won't be consequences.
Everything.
Everything.
It's about balance, guys. In this realm and the spiritual one. So if you like, do it. But it's true. Life is about balance. In this realm and the spiritual one. So like, if you're going to be happy for less years, then that's what you want for yourself. Power to you, man. Get that BBL, and hopefully it shakes. Because hopefully. Anyway, if you like, play. Play.
Good job, Happy. Well done.
Thank you guys.
Oh, we actually just on.
We have to
round it up.
outro.
Yeah,
Go
you
on.
run.
But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode. I tried, Sha. I tried. Thank you.
You did a good job.
But yeah, we're out. We'll see you next week. TJ everywhere. TJ Pod. Lowercase Sha all together. Yeah, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, everywhere. But yeah.
No, I
Yeah, go.
It's been your girl Shay.
What? I said, you're not waiting for me. No, she always does the most like theatricals. Okay, start.
Sorry, because it's Shay. It's Assy. It's Jonah. I don't know.
Okay, it's been your girl Shay.
It's Assy.
It's been your favorite flavor, my
And last but not least, it's off air.
Bye.